Good evening, anyone. Can anybody hear anything at all at the moment? That would be really helpful if you could. I'm just going to switch the screen over. Let's have a look. Can see the blue Swemp screen. Superb. Well, that's a good sign because I can switch it over to this screen now. Just give me a shout if you can see what is going on in the old Swempio League tonight. Aha, we see things, we hear things. That's good news. Sounds like I'm being drowned. Well, I am actually. That's pretty useful. Superb. Right. Well, let's get started. Anyway, I'm here tonight with Tato Mourinho. Good evening, Tato. How are you? Yeah, we can always play around with volume levels and such like at the moment. I think it might be just a little high on mine. Let's go a bit lower and take that one down a bit. Is that any better, people? Obviously, this first stream is going to be a complete nightmare in terms of levels, but we can go for it. A nightmare show all round. Yeah, super. Just give us a quick shout on that and we will get started in an instant with you. You can see on the screen, hopefully, that we've got within things, we've got the Swemp League table as it stands on the right hand side, top goal scorers and the average ratings to give you a few different little statistics. Hopefully over the season that will develop as things go along. Anyone who is in the chat, just let us know if you can see those things and if we sound any better at the moment, because then we will get started as soon as we hear anything. Tato, having a look at the fixtures for tonight, aside from your own game, what are you looking forward to the most? Aha. No, Tato, yeah, I believe they can't hear you. Let me see if I can add the input. Can I capture the input from you? It'd be all good fun if I can. No, it's not on the desktop audio, which is why no one could hear the sound. But I'm just having a little look at. If I look at an audio input capture on here, I have default microphone and external mic, which, I mean, let's see, does that make any difference? Desktop audio is still. That's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Very strange. I don't know why it's not picking up the desktop audio, because you can imagine it should do. Yeah, it's just the Swemp show tonight. Speak up, Spud. Well, this is fun.
I'm on the Zoom.
Yeah, you can hear you perfectly on there. I think it's just. I don't know. I'm trying to think what the next thing to do is, because this is my absolute first time using this nonsense here. I say nonsense.
Change to external mic or anything. I don't like it. Was that?
Well, yes.
Because I've got an headphone. I don't know.
It's very strange, isn't it?
I kind of hear it.
Is that coming through my headphones, or it's possibly the sound coming through my headphones into my microphone? I've got a mad echo now. Yeah, there's probably two audio captures. Which if I delete that one, that probably makes a little bit of a difference. That's coming through my microphone, isn't it? But I can't pick out. This will be much better for sure next time around, won't it? You see, I can't. There's no option in there, is there? Looking at my screen now, there's no option for anything about capturing the desktop audio. very echoey. Yeah. It's all Gremlins. First time around Gremlins. I cannot work out which way it is in there. It's just about capturing this desktop audio, isn't it? Yeah, that is a puzzle. Let's have a look. Let's see if any difference can be made. Maybe use Discord for voice chat. I don't know what Discord is. I'll be honest. I don't know what Discord is. Is there anything I can use? Well, apologies, people. There's technical delays within the within the show today. Can't work out why you're not on though. I've got no idea. Let me just pop the message out. I'll try and edit all this out in the end and make it look absolutely seamless. Any ideas, people? Oh, he's there. Yeah, just it's looking good, but you cannot hear anything that Tato's saying. And if I'm looking on my sources and whatever, I can't put a source in to include the desktop audio. That's what the issue is there. And obviously, I want to be able to include Tato on the show. He is here, but I cannot work out why it's not going. Audio output capture. Let's have a look and see if there is one from that. Source audio output. And will it be the output to my headphones that I need? Because that might be pretty good. My outputs, I'm currently got my headphones in. We've got an audience of at least 3 people tonight, and we're still going for it. He's only tuning in for Dillis. Let's see.
There's 9 watching now.
I don't think that's going to do anything, is it? The audio output. Yep, or speakers. There's still nothing going on the desktop audio.
Anything at all? Hello.
Very strange. Let's try.
There we go. That was that Tato. Duggan says, "There we go."
Is
that working, everyone?
All right, so it's making absolutely no difference on there, but at least it's capturing your audio, so we can hear him. Superb.
I can definitely hear myself coming back in. There we go. Well, let's have it, boys. Come on, Swemp League, Swemp League, Swemp League, Swemp League.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to pretend the last stuff didn't happen. This is the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1 Match Day 12 with those fixtures there that are on screen right now. He's a bit loud, audio.
Never happy. Never happy.
A bit. I think if we take that down to about there, speak up now, Tato.
Hello.
I
can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's absolutely brilliant to be here.
Yes, it's George here as well, Jeffrey. This is anyone who's listening to this on a rerun is going to be like, "What is going on?" We can check the league table from last time round, where we see that in the league, if I just actually click on the right screen, Hull's topping the league from Trafford. Level on points there with Phoenix just behind, and East Coast Warriors on 23 points. Down below there, I think Mr. Robbie, his team are on a fantastic season there, 5th, with those Badgers in 6th, all 20 points and above. So it's all great news this is perfect now. Fantastic.
Yeah, that makes, as we were saying before, off mic when you asked me about it, the game that really catches my eye looking at the league there is Alum against East Coast. Just because if Alum get the result there, that catapults them into the upper echelons of the league. And if they lose, then that makes the gap between the two groups massive. So I think
chasm.
that game is the one to keep an eye on. The chasm. That's right. Yeah, great word.
And obviously at the bottom of the table, we look to a huge game of Atletico Madrid, imaginary Madrid versus the Flamingos, and both teams today are pretty tired, I've got to say. Let's see which game comes up first. And the first match today is
Hopefully
Falaraki
mine.
versus the leaders, Hulls. Having a look at last matchup for Falaraki, it was a 3-1 win in the Cup, of course. Last time round in the league was a 2-1 win over Racers. And today, a change of system for the Falaraki 99ers. Mr. Champino in the house, of course, for the first time, seeing his team live in action. Talk us through it, Tatar.
I'm a big fan of the four across the middle. I think MCs are massively underrated in the game. Yeah, interesting formation. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to zoom in. Is there any way you can make that bigger for me, Mr. Horse?
I can't make it bigger for myself.
Can you not?
No, this is the absolute biggest I can get it. This is the window size. The other day I was playing with one that was like almost like
get it on with full then or something.
If I put it on full screen, I won't be able to see everything else. So next time round, I'll try and make a bit of a difference to it.
But I can see the comments in the chat. No, never mind. Bloody hell. Yeah, big fan of that. Joe Cole, I'm a huge fan of. Interesting to see Ronaldinho at centre mid there, and Hargreaves on the right. Interesting.
Yeah, Owen Hargreaves
like
is catching my eyes there. Definitely. I mean, obviously, what we know is that there's a lot of positive play about Falaraki this season. I noticed Dimble's here as well, so good to see another guest in.
I'm still impressed to see Bonaera's making it ahead of your Woodgates and your other people like that. Like I said before, champ manager 304 legend, but I didn't even particularly think he was any good on this game. But big fan of this team, yeah, very much.
I mean, it's potentially a fitness thing about Woodgate and Bonaera, but who knows? I mean, every people aren't as pedantic about a 95% as I am.
No, they are not. some of my favourite players on the whole game in that Falaraki team. So, yeah, it's just to be a brilliant game.
Everyone born in the 80s there, up against the leaders, the one-name team. Ooh, great news there, contract expiring. We can see that the Hulls, still without the old first-choice keeper, Dida. They now Ruggiero planted in there as number one. And again, this is a very attacking lineup from Hulls for today.
Yeah, looking at that middle three, that is nice. They've basically got 5 attackers on. 5 people who could all arguably play up front, which is class. Yeah, this should be a very, very good attacking game with plenty of goals. Looking forward to it.
I'm certainly looking forward to it as well. Let's get into this match. Captain is not picked for Hulls today. It's going to be Raul, who scored against Hulls in the Super League tonight as well. So see if there'll be any difference there. Kim Runa Borgerson refereeing, and we are going to kick off the first live match here from George's Bar, and it seems to be ridiculously slow. I'm going to put it onto very fast because that's the old fast speed. So all the commentary is a lot different to before. We've got chance for Raul. There was an offside given there. I'm not quite sure who that was for any reason.
Just keep running 8 already. I think it is, isn't it?
Look at that, Ruggiero on fire. I wonder if he's going to take a free kick this game at all.
He's still set to them, yeah. Oh, class.
And there's a strike. Giovanni on there. 1-0. Hulls in the lead. And Champino watching his team score an equaliser there. Seagull goal.
Get in some goals. Another goal.
This is an absolute goal fest.
Greatest game of all time.
The greatest live match in Swemp history is 2-2.
Yes,
Ronaldinho.
So many goals.
Both teams.
And they did say there were going to be goals.
This spread of attacking skill going on. We didn't ask for predictions before the game. I think we should get some half-time predictions into what the full-time score is going to be.
That's what the pros do, innit? Ask for predictions.
Yeah, we are learning.
Oh yes, here we go.
3-2, Captain taking the lead there. And it is 3-2 at half-time. Now,
Jesus, that was well good.
it was an interesting half, wasn't it? We can see that there's been 16 shots and 12 on target already, which is great news for the neutral. At the moment, it's great news for Jens at Hull. So you know, he needs a good performance tonight from one of his teams certainly, and Falaraki just behind there. Obviously, plenty to think about there. I mean, the goals very even around the pitch, very even. Let's just take a look at the goals that have been scored. So Elbert has taken it round John Terry, round Kivu,
Everybody
and smashed it in. What a great goal that was! 10th goal of the season.
Yeah, 10 goals already is massive, isn't it?
I don't know how many of them have been in the cup. I'm not sure if there's been any, to be honest. And then a Ruggiero goal kick, but Collins has headed it back and Sigalko's put that one in. So kind of backfired on a Hull's goal kick. Then for Hull's to get back into the league.
He does so much heading on this game, Ronaldinho.
We've
For
seen
what
him
he was
jump
like
in the
real
air
life.
a lot, haven't we, Ronaldinho?
Yeah.
And there he is with a loose ball. Oh, Ruggiero's managed to make a good save, and it's been tapped in for the rebound. And the one just before half time, we see there some work. Dede has deflected the ball. It's come to a loose ball, and Raul has taken it forward unchallenged and scored for 3-2. Well,
brilliant.
Falaraki's team looking okay at the moment, aren't they? So we've definitely got some.
Is Bonera doing well there? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got an 8. There's been plenty of tackles flying in. Champinio's going to say it's 5-3 to Hulls at full time. Confident in his own side. No, I think it's
quite often when you get all the action in the first half, it's a dull second half. Let's hope this is not like that, because let's hope it continues in the same vein, because that was class.
It was a really entertaining first half. Is that the Ewan Rovers manager there, Stephen Shaw? I wonder. Turning up on here, that would be
Ewan Rogers.
Ewan Rogers, as they were called from. Was it Kermit who called them Ewan Rogers?
Oh, God knows.
There's been some positive play from both teams, but yeah, I think this is a game for the attackers rather than the defenders. Certainly, it is indeed. Good evening, Shawsome. Nice to have you on board. We will go to 60 minutes, and then we'll have a look at the substitutes at that point. So let's get cracking with the knacking. And the second half kicks off in style with some great attacking. And Stephen Gerrard has equalised. It's
goals, more goals. What happens when you play attackers on the
Ronaldinho
pitch?
for 4-3. Have the goalkeepers turned up? Oh, Stevie 10 men has gone off. Champinio, obviously, you're in the chat. If you do have a specific substitute you want to make here, then you feel free. But I mean, you know, if it's
hurry up.
Yeah, just give us a quick shout in here. Would be absolutely fine for you.
It's got to be Soroczynski, hasn't it? Because he's got no one else can play there really.
Unless he's going to drop Hargreaves back and put a winger on. But I don't know. Soroczynski it is that's coming on. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is a brilliant game. What happens when you don't play 4 CDMs? Mad, isn't it?
And you could also say when you don't play 2 at the back. But of course, this is a thing we can't do in this league. So there we are. It got to 68 minutes. He went past the 60 minutes. I was convinced that would not reach 68 minutes there. All the substitutes can be made. It just didn't stop. The game did not stop at that time, so we'll go for the substitutes now. Anyway, been enjoying it too much. I think that's the problem. For Hulls,
you're on Falaraki.
Yeah, I am on Falaraki, and the Falaraki substitutes must be on here. Falaraki manage, but if there's no goal for Sigalko, then to bring Saviola on. Sigalko has scored, so we will leave them unless there's any injuries going on for anyone else. I mean, Joe Cole is not injured.
Is 83 the magic number for you then with this? I've noticed.
Oh, no, it's potential injuries. That's how it goes there.
Yeah, I know, but what number? Well, why is he 84 and then Aaron Robbins at 83? He's injured.
He's probably he's done less, but he's now injured. I mean, would you say,
absolute waste of time, them conditions.
I mean, I would say Kivu's captain, and he's still quite fit, so I would leave him on. Obviously, while we look at Hulls, if Champinio does want to substitute, then that is absolutely fine. You can go ahead with the substitute there. But we'll have a little look at Hulls.
I mean, Figo's got to be injured. Or just
You'd imagine
old.
so at 73. So this will be. So Paredes will come on, and that will push Emerson forward.
Interesting.
And there we are for those. Yeah, happy with that one. I think
you've not religiously checked everyone for an injury, but
they are okay. They
fine,
are okay to look at that one there. Falaraki, just leaving things as they are, I imagine, with that bit as we go.
Yeah,
superb. And
let's
I'll
play.
keep a good close
What on
eye on
earth
the
is
clock
happening?
from now on. It just flew. Oh, it's because the time is absolutely flying, isn't it? The time's just smashing itself forward 15 minutes at a time if we don't watch it quick enough. And Ryan is in here, and Steve's in here as well, looking for Dragons managers.
Jesus Christ.
A chance there. Yeah, I need to try and sort out this commentary speed because it's not working the same as the previous ones. It's skipping 20 minutes at a time and then playing really slow commentary. 4-3 it is. And
The prediction was 5-3 in the chat,
The
wasn't it?
prediction was 5 from the Falaraki manager.
Ryan always been a Falaraki fan. You know Dillis from a time there.
He's been in there. It is incredibly slow commentary for those.
That was a class game.
4-3. What a great start we've had to live things. Fast is slow. Yeah.
Yeah, you do need to speed that up there. That was mad.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because it skipped like 15. It skipped 12 minutes in one go, but otherwise did nothing.
That's just because of lack of action, really. I don't think you can blame the speed of the thing. I mean, that was good. Falaraki, I mean, if they play like that again, they're going to power up the league. Because to push Hulls like that is very impressive. So
yeah, Hull's at top of the league as well as they are, isn't it? So yeah, very close game. Hull's turned the possession round, I think, in the second half, but by 1% either side. The winning goal in the end was 3-2 at half time, wasn't it? So
yeah,
Hargreaves has played Gerrard in with an assist for that goal, and for the other one, we've got Raul doing some good work again, playing in Ronaldinho, who scores the fourth goal for the winner. Steven Gerrard looks like he's carrying a bit of an injury heading forward into the next games. Good attacking players all round, really, for both sides.
Yeah, very good. Very good. But I'm particularly impressed with Bonera there, because 6 key tackles is pretty immense. I mean, it's hard done by to get an 8, really, with that many key tackles. But yeah, very good.
Dimble saying Falaraki are hard done to as well with the outcome.
He's having a go at Jens there somehow. Even though Jens is top of the league.
Hull's manager needs to improve that top of the table position at the moment. It's looking very, very strong for Hulls. But
once again, Ronaldinho jumping around like a fucking kangaroo.
Yeah, yet another one.
Where's this come from? He doesn't do that. He didn't do that in real life.
This is
a mad one.
The Ronaldinho
every time.
16 for jumping on this team.
He does loads of them as well. He wins loads.
Yeah,
weird.
For the other team,
quality
game. 6. Anyway, let's get into the second match. We have.
Please be mine. Right, good. Get it out of the way.
Trafford versus Badgers. Now, you said that in practice you've had a 9-0 defeat at one point, which, I mean, that takes some effort.
Well, what happened was I played a 4-5-1. I went defensive, so I tried to absolutely smash the centre mids in, and Sigalko, he turned up on the day. He's not playing. Oh, nice. He turned up, so he scored 6, and my keeper got a fucking 3. So that was fun. I got a screenshot as well to prove it. So I am not looking forward to this. I did practice this a few times with many formations. I tried putting all manner of mental ones in. Didn't work. I can't beat them. My players are definitely not good enough to beat them. So,
and without Sigalko, who's the key man?
Well, there's all of them. Well, look at the team he's got. He's got literally the best 11 on the game. Van Nistelrooy will probably score 5. Like I said, if Trafford don't score 4 goals here against Lee Collins at the back, then
Dadji needs to quit. I'm pretty sure.
I expect that Dadji needs to just resign and just don't bother playing the game again because he'll be too embarrassed.
Well, a bold statement.
Let's see.
A very bold statement. Let's get on to.
I've gone with a very attacking lineup as well. Formation.
It's incredibly attacking. When I saw this and popped the formation, I couldn't believe how attacking it was. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sitting there with a mighty non up front.
That's the lads.
which
That's
we
it.
have seen once before from Trumpton in Division 2, playing a 4-6-0.
I'm on the Badgers.
You're going for the 3-3-3-1
Yep.
non.
World famous 3310. Won Greece the World Cup several years ago, or the European Cup. So I've gone with it. We're gonna lose 6-0. Is my prediction.
A very strong 6-0 prediction.
6-0.
Let's have a look at YouTube. Should allow GIFs in the comments. Fantastic.
I've sold out. I have sold out right now. Sorry.
Predictions, please, from people for this game.
I couldn't give a flying fuck if I have sold out as well. I tried to go attacking. I tried it many times today and yesterday, and I got absolutely swamped every single time. And David Collins got 5s every game, so I've dropped him in anticipation of him getting another 5.
6-0 prediction there from Shortson. Yeah, Mr. Short, 6-0. UN Rovers hopeful
Correct,
of a big defeat there for the Boostown Badgers.
He does what he wants. Take Tom Mourinho. He does what he wants.
Fifey disapproves.
Oh no. Fifey, the Lord of all formations, disapproves. Not enough defensive mids, Fifey?
Just the 3 central ones.
Yeah, not enough. Grr.
And of course, you've managed to put your three midfielders in with 2 of them wide. So we are starting with the game. I'm going to speed it up to very fast, but he's going to do some ridiculous jumping, and we are going to miss. In fact, what I'll do is play the first 15 minutes of the second half slowly to get the right subs time. It's 1-0 for Trafford.
I will take 3-0.
Cafu scores the goal there. And Emerson has one disallowed.
Let's just speed up. Let's hope it speeds up. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's half time already, so it's gone really, really strange with the old commentary speed by changing laptops. First half, well, very, very even in terms of chances. I mean, you've got to be fairly pleased with that.
Perfect. Absolutely delighted. That's out of all the test games, that's the best result I've had. That's the best half I've played.
He's working for you, and we can see there the goal. Condolas played it in, and Cafu has got on the end of that to score. I mean, well, you look at that and think what the fullbacks have torn you apart for some reason. And then into that, looking at the details there, I mean, Patrick Vieira's been smashing the tackles in for Trafford, but otherwise he's not had to do anything.
I'm not surprised. There's nothing to defend against, is there?
A new Shanti coming for that shocking formation.
Steve, you can't write your own stuff. You just have to copy me all the time. So I'd love to see you do one. Can I bring off Somerville for DC, please?
Jimmy Somerville coming off. Yeah. Is he going to stay in exactly the same position? Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
yeah. Here he is, and Somerville hiding up there.
Yeah, perfect.
It didn't happen. Lovely.
No, it didn't. Because he doesn't want to come on because he knows he's going to get a 5.
It's
little bitch.
There we are. Third time lucky. Thinking what's going on there. I don't believe Dadji's in the show. What happened to pick quality? Not sure actually. It says it's excellent condition.
You might need to change on your settings, Andrew, because sometimes it does go to, if it's on auto and you drop a bit of your Wi-Fi or whatever, then it'll change the resolution. So
there we go.
There's 3 dots somewhere on YouTube. You press them and then put 1040p or whatever.
Yeah, just looking onto the stream, it seems to suggest everything is kind of normal.
Yeah.
In fact, YouTube tells us it is excellent connection, which...
thank you.
Yeah. We're making an excellent connection with the fans here for the game.
Just restart, come on, because I want to get it out of the way.
That second half.
Let's enjoy ourselves.
And it's going to have to be a slow bit to get to 60 minutes at this point. I didn't actually look at Dadji's substitute suggestions. I do need to make an immediate substitute for Dadji because I don't want to get this wrong. Emerson has been booked, and so I'm going to do that right now. Spent too much time talking. So this is a centre midfielder, isn't it? So that's a Barry Ferguson.
Probably Cannavaro.
Right. And we'll just check his conditions as well because I'm going to get too distracted with talking. There we are, because he asked for 85%ers.
Oh, does he at half time?
Yeah. So I've substituted Emerson now. Sorted.
Come on, the Badgers.
Steve's given Andrew some suggestions.
Oh, dear.
Cheers, Steve. Justin Lee Collins. Oh, Lee Collins, unfortunately, his namesake
We are troubling Khan here,
died the other
to
day.
be fair to us. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on.
So a quick check of the Trafford team here. Anybody under 85%? There is nobody, so they will continue as they are. And
That's a healthy
for your team?
Yeah, I'll be I said if it's not working, I want Lee Fowler off and I want Javon up front. Shite here, Badgers, Steve. Fucking hell. The lad who couldn't score against 10 men today. Brilliant.
So that's just shoving Javon up there to the top.
Right up front, please. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's go.
And so we can now change the speed back up. And I'll try and rectify this speed issue for next time. It's a very strange little thing at the moment because it skipped 10 minutes straight away. We've had very little football to talk about at this point.
Good. I'm not sad about that.
Collins has put one just off target, and the crossbar's been hit.
That Daddy's going to be resigning.
And a 1-0 win. I mean, the performance-wise, Trafford have done a decent job performance-wise. But really, yeah, I think you've shut them down.
Yep, I played better than them.
The one shot on target has gone in.
Yep, standard with my keepers.
And with it's amazing to think that you played nobody up front and managed to be offside 10 times.
Forward runs, baby, forward runs.
It's quite the style.
Love it. Yep, good that. Look at that, all are playing there in their area as well. Couldn't get near me.
You can turn around Steve's comment there that he's put about, deserve that Badgers. I mean, you deserved a lesser defeat than you suggested. So yeah,
I'll
lovely.
take it.
Nest
I'll take it all day long.
5 big challenges there in the second half, which showed that the Badgers certainly did come into it in the second half.
As I mentioned most weeks when I'm on comms, because I'm on every other week, if you look at the players that I've got compared to the players he's got, I've only lost 1-0, and I've had more shots on target than him. I'm definitely happy with that. Yeah,
it's good, to see that Rusk didn't crumble in the middle of midfield. He stayed strong. So, you mean there might be some teething issues for your team, but no, I think it's been pretty solid. Into the next match, and it is Atletico Allenwell versus the East Coast Warriors. We do have at least one of those in the show today. So for Allenwell, last time around in the Cup, they didn't bore us with their 2-0 win. They are going with back to basics on their standard formation with the Cassano no run in the middle of midfield.
Yeah, solid that. Bring back Kermit is fun. It's a pretty good formation. I like it, but he's gone again now. Ricketts, I'm looking forward to seeing if he does the business in an important game. Okay, I really look forward to him. I like this team. Looks nice. We're seeing a lot of this formation now, aren't we? It's very hard to play against, so it's going to get a result, I would imagine.
You think that they've got enough to outdo the Dimble and his brave team? It's a strong team for the players that it doesn't contain necessarily world stars all over the place, but it is a strong side.
He said he was going with something different, didn't he? I'm looking forward to this, and Dimble said he was doing something different.
Yeah, he's picked 10 players. No, he's gone for a formation with some arrows, and Roy Keane as a centre back for this match, which I'm not against that at all.
No, I played Warner there in the last game against Madrid with exactly the same arrow like that going forward, and he got an 8. He performed absolutely fine. Keane can certainly play that, but Keane actually has 20 for being a centre mid. I'm not sure if you knew that, Swempy, but he does actually have 20 for centre mid.
Yeah, I wonder how you learn that one.
Yeah, I'm always learning, me. I'm very interested to see if back plays well, just because I'm also intrigued to see the backwards arrows and see someone actually use them
arrow, lovely,
properly. So yeah, very very much looking forward to this. Yeah, cool.
It should be an enjoyable one.
My defensive mid is brilliant there, isn't it?
It's absolutely very strong, especially when you put Keane into that group as well. Luis Enrique back in the side as well, which I think is stronger than Kili Gonzalez, I think.
Definitely, and I want to see Big Dunk at some point. I see Dimble mentioned him on Twitter, I think, but Big Dunk has to be coming on here, Dimble. So rethink your tactics and your subs because Big Dunk's coming on.
Predictions
Dimbury now.
from people for this match. It's going to be tough to call. I mean, because Dimble's watching live, East Coast victory.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Dims. 7-0 East Coast. I would actually guess 2-2. I'm going to go 2-2 myself. Not that you asked, but 2-2.
We shall have a. We always ask you. We always ask you what you think. And
it's a nice kid.
A big one. 1-0 to East Coast prediction there. A dodgy tactic, says Ryan.
He does. He loves a little diagonal arrow and stuff. But Ryan's seen an interesting tactic and he's calling it dodgy. You're not used to seeing them, are you?
Very much enjoyed Ryan's commentary tonight. It just seems much more open, honest, and entertaining than ever. So yeah, fantastic.
It was good. I enjoyed it as well.
Hopefully my voice won't keep getting higher and higher, like I've noticed it's been doing throughout the show. Like, oh, it's been a good one. So, yeah.
Let's get started. No one's predicting. We've got one prediction. Steve says 1-0.
And no one cares what we're saying.
Nobody
just want to see the games.
We're on mute.
Yeah, it turns out we've not said a word. 16 minutes in, no goals. Ashley Cole has had a yellow card and he's having a dire performance.
Look at this.
Youngberg
you wouldn't expect Atalum to have the yellow cards, would you, with the animals that are on the East Coast team? So it's interesting enough.
Well, it seems like they're brave enough to put in the decent tackles. Bonk takes a yellow card.
Brave, aren't we?
And it's 1-0 use of Hersey scoring the goal.
What a player. What a player he is in this game.
Just before half time now.
Is he one of the three in the middle, Hersey, isn't he?
Oh, and Jimmy Walker had gone missing for that point there.
Jesus.
It's, again, a close game. We've had 3 really close first halves.
Yeah, that's good. That was an interesting game. That a hell of a lot of free kicks. Look at all our London's free kicks. Because East Coast is just kicking them everywhere.
Yeah,
really enjoyable.
8 offsides though from East Coast. That's causing quite a few of those free kicks. Action areas. We are seeing East Coast are just putting that bit extra into it. Yellow cards were the order of the day early on. And then for our goals, we've had Cassano playing it in towards Hersey, which, I mean, it sounds like a nice goal. We've got Ricketts to Said and Said to Cassano. It's like, just a good little connection going on. Then,
Legends of the game and Michael Ricketts.
So Barijo's played Boyer in, and Boyer's played the cross. Bonk's headed down, and Barijo's got back on the end. I mean, he's done some good running there to get into that. Yeah, I think he needs to come off immediately. Subs wise, I mean, they're both looking at 60-minute subs. I will just check if there's anything glaring at this point.
I mean, Freddie Lundberg's glaring, isn't he? That is woeful half.
It's a woeful half in terms of a
from Lundberg,
yeah. He will be coming off at 60 minutes.
Yeah,
as it stands, which we will see Ekakanga coming at that point.
Salva not winning any headers. If only there was someone on the bench who could win some headers.
Paulo Montero.
Hey. Yep. A couple of decent performances on either side. Backwards arrow, he's getting an 8. Winning plenty of headers is Bonk, as you keep calling him. Yeah, good.
And Roy Keane is he's settling in pretty well in that position. So happy days. Just checking it's all good to carry on. And it is. So the first 15 minutes, that nice slow 15 minutes to get us into the second half. The walking pace. Keane has taken
there
down Michael Ricketts.
The yellow cards start to happen.
I really do need to change the speed settings somehow on this without messing up too much. I have no idea how it did it on my old laptop for no reason at all, but it was perfect for this. Oh, it's Bonks had a chance. Nigmatulin has held the ball. Come on, substitutes.
I really don't think it'll make a difference to the game if you go on very fast.
It just skips like 15 minutes at a time at random points, so we could miss it.
It does that sometimes, though, doesn't it?
Not massively. It usually does that for me. Just crawls to a minute at a time. Subs are happening anyway, and then we'll speed it back up. Right. So Youngberg to come off certainly, and that's Ekakanga in his place. Otherwise, to manage the substitutes for whatever we need to do, having a little look at it, and I don't think anybody's hugely off form.
Healthy enough.
They're all good. Ratings wise, I mean, Ricketts is on 6.
I'd be bringing Ricketts off personally, but
Yeah,
Well,
that's obviously
Yavin's got a goal scoring record, hasn't he? I think I would do at that point.
Yeah, I would personally. He's
So he
involved in
will
the goal, but he's not. He's not doing anything.
go off there. Tato is right. Oh, yeah,
It's always the first time.
he's always right. And for East Coast, let's have a little look at
Look
substitution.
at Bok there getting a 9 with a backwards arrow.
He's just doing a cracking job. So, lowest performer,
Excellent.
lowest condition, danger yellows. Is Roy Keane a danger yellow? Would you suggest? Yeah, I mean, Dimble, if you're still in, then you can give us your subs if you want. That would be absolutely fine.
Yes,
Dunk
big
time.
dunk. Yes,
Slam dunk.
Duncan Ferguson, Duncan. Salva off for dunk, and I would be doing Keane off for Zay Elias.
I mean, yeah, Salva's having a poor performance, isn't he?
Let's see what Dimble wants to do.
Let's do it, but we can always cancel him if he isn't there.
I mean, yeah, he might not want Keane off, but on a booking.
Keane is a danger yellow, isn't he? Surely.
Yeah, Zay Elias, I think, is ideal for that role.
Keane for Montero.
With Keown. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is Keown going to score another few goals, isn't it?
Keown, right? Cool.
And that'll be the couple of subs. I think that'll be right, won't it? Now,
Brilliant,
it's not a danger yellow, is he? I mean, he might get sent off, but he's not a danger yellow.
Nice. Good couple of subs
for both teams.
Love it if Big Dunk scored. Come on. Dunk for Salva. Done that one. Come on, Big Dunk.
Nick Davids, it's 2-1.
The dunk effect.
Keown free roll. Not catch individual instructions.
I'm sure that's an
Bonk
assist
is up to a
Duncan.
10. He's up to a 10. Ferguson on a 7, potentially an assist, yeah.
I think he did get one.
What a superb performance he is having today, Arkadiusz Bonk. This is working very, very well for him. And a 3-1 win for East Coast, which does open up that little gap between the sides that we were, that you very clearly pointed out in the intro. Look at the shots in the second half. East Coast ran away with it.
Yeah, very, very impressive that. And Dimble, let me know in DMs on Twitter what sort of instructions you put on Bok there to play that backwards arrow or whatever, because I'm intrigued, because that was an absolute masterclass.
Well,
loved it.
It's just default instructions, isn't it? So you can't put any
yeah.
player instructions on. So have a look at the save afterwards. Anyone, if you do want to see what he's done for your own home games and whatnot. But masterclass from Arkadiusz Bonk, which is just what we needed.
Very, very good.
For some reason, the TV's come back on and is showing lots of stuff about Prince Philip. We haven't had our 1 second silence yet for Prince Philip.
Why? What's happened to him?
I'm not sure. No
one's mentioned it.
No, the sad passing of Prince Philip today, that Channel 4 still showed Come Dine With Me while all the other channels were on tributes earlier on.
Legends. Got a lot of Channel 4 in you.
So Lee Bowyer has a shot that Jimmy Walker's pushed away, and Davids has smashed in the rebound. Lovely. And then Ferguson's right-footed strike, it was parried by Walker. Hey, Walker's doing a decent job. He's saving shots, but he just seems to be putting them to the strikers. I wouldn't be too disappointed for Robbie for today with the team's performance at all. Ekiog playing very, very well. Saeed winning some headers in there as well. If you're back to the wall, get braver.
They've won an awful lot of tackles and headers there, haven't they? You'd have to say.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have won a lot there.
And they can't
be too down about
game. That. Very, very tackly game. Yeah, look at that. I mean, only Salva from the first team didn't bother to put a tackle in. Even the keeper did whatever.
Honestly, Dimble, next game, get Salva off, get Big Dunk on, because that impact was monumental. So, brilliant. He was class. He's your best player you've got, so get him starting. Brilliant game, that. So that absolutely makes a massive gap now. There are now 2 very, very clear leagues in one league now, as predicted by yours truly at the start of the season.
And then this could see the end of the Flamingos potentially in terms of a challenge to... I mean, if you imagine Madrid don't win this game, there are some issues. Flamingos, who keep the 5, they have made no changes to the team for today, and they've got a clear Matthew Christensen fitness issue going on. But
how is Hadzim and Samba and Estefania and Aquilani not getting the game?
It's partly because when the team was submitted before, that changes are only being made if necessary at the moment, because because Mr. Allen isn't sending in his team. So so they're just going as they are for.
It's like his best player's not playing.
For
Well,
this.
I do like the alternate formation though. So
I mean, Mendieta must have been out for a long, long time at the moment. It just feels like his injury it's been a light injury for a few games now. He's still not quite back, 70%, and he's due back within a few days. But again, Yordi lacking fitness.
Why is he still?
The only changes for today were the suggestion of if Mendieta is back, with Kelly and Cudicini in for Czech. Other than that, there was no suggestion of any changes, and these are a team that don't make substitutes as well. So neither team will be making substitutes unless required for this game. Predictions for this one? I mean, I'm going to go for 3-0 to Madrid.
Yeah, possibly 4-0. Yeah, this should be spanking this Flamingos formation, to be honest. I like a different formation, but this one's a bit mad with all the decent players on the bench as well.
Yeah, it'll be quite the show today. Anyone see Flamingos getting a point or even turning up?
No one care? Anybody care?
Let's get started. You can put your
No, the two managers. The Flamingos manager doesn't care, so let's just play.
Lampard has hit the bar already. Kesman makes it 1-0. Not sure that's a prediction. It's at 1-0 still.
Andrew, you feeling alright, mate?
It's 2-0 super goals. Frank Lampard has scored. Is it a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. The referee did not give that one. And still at 2-0, just heading into half time now.
That's a goal on a stormer.
Yeah, it's making up for last match, isn't it? With the performance there.
Yeah.
Flamingos have had a shot.
If there's no subs going on or anything here, let's just fly through, mate.
Let's just have a quick look at the goals there. Kesman with a drive, and Lampard with a header
from Kelly. Beautiful stuff. Cole somehow getting a 9.
There's very few tackles needed. Just the five attempted tackles. Flamingos probably attempted a lot and didn't put any in. Telechki and Baba doing some
he's
sort
a
of
beast, Telechi, isn't he? He's massive on the game.
Yeah, he's done
himself around, but yeah.
On a 6. It's a substitute thing, not an actual destruction thing. So Yordi has scored for 3-0.
Andrew. Excellent. Yeah, another goal.
Oh, Gary Kelly's had a chance. And Kelly again. Plenty of chances for Imaginary Madrid.
Sounds like a daytime ITV show.
With Mateo Kesman and Lorraine Kelly.
With Kesman and Kelly.
Is that like Des and Mel? Kes and Kel.
Kes and Kel. Makeovers with Kes and Kel.
3-0. Well,
good.
I might have predicted the result, but of course, as a neutral, I don't. 3-0.
They got the job done. Madrid got the job done. We thought they would. Jordi's got a man of the match with 10, so fair play to Flamingos.
He scored immediately in the second half by dribbling the ball from kickoff pretty much, taking on Kagere, Christensen and Croft all in one dribble. Superb.
Yeah, class. Easily done, and sorted. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I do know what you're saying there, Wolfie, but it was just a case of it just seemed a very out of context comment about the thing. Now I get it. Less said about this game, the better. 3-0. Imagine Madrid.
Easy. Job done.
Up the table, or at least up on points. Oh, so
here we go, big game.
Both managers were in at one point. I know Wolfie's here, but is Ryan in as well? Bolton Phoenix away to the Wanderers of Wolverhampton.
What's this formation? It's changed.
Formation for today is the formation that played in the certainly in the club last time out. So it's
cool.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's one of those which sort of looks a bit towards the style Dadji was using earlier in the season, but a variant of it, and with a more attacking lineup up there. Andrew's here, Ryan's here.
I like this. I like his extra arrows in there, making this one isn't a boring formation, but 4 at the back tends to be quite dull. But doing this it makes it interesting. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's got a nice big central line there with Simeone, Desai, Montero, and then there's just Gamara knocking about as well. No, nice.
Monstero. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
monster,
really
isn't
good.
he, Montero? It will be good to see this game going ahead. Mr. Shaw is on his way. Have a good night, sir. Yes, it obviously kicks off about 400 hours later than anything should do.
Obviously, that's why I keep going on comms, because no one else will do it so late.
It's because you can put up with my style. And for the
Kevin
ones
Hunt comes
Wolverhampton,
in.
yeah, they've gone for the two sets of wide players, which obviously we know that it works for Andrew when he's home
I do
saves.
quite like. I like seeing this formation.
Yeah, I do.
It's not. It's one that I haven't tried extensively, but I've tried a couple of games with, and it's fairly hard to get right. I'm amazed that Anderson's kept his place, because every time I watch this, he seems to get injured after 2 minutes. But I'm very intrigued to see if the two wide players works. So yeah, nice. I like the interesting tactic. Nice work. I do think you're going to get spanked now, Andrew. Unfortunately, appreciate you being here in the chat and commentating, but I think you're going to get battered. I reckon 3-1 Phoenix.
3-1 to the Phoenix.
Or 4-1. Yeah. Yeah, too good.
Fantastic. Well, we have at least at this point everyone's even, and that's good news for the Wanderers, who need a win to move them back up the table. Definitely a Phoenix, knowing how the results have gone for the leading teams at the moment, really need to grab some medal.
Hope Phoenix win as well for the badges.
We shall kick off, and we'll kick off a bit faster than it was. Batistuta had a chance immediately, and then Darren Anderson's gone and scored for the Wanderers of Wolverhampton.
I've been slagging him off.
1-0, but an equaliser
1-0,
from
God.
Batistuta. What a start to this game. 2 in the first 10 minutes. This is the kind of game that we want to see. We want to see plenty of entertainment. Zidane, no, Larson has scored.
There we go.
Pellizzoli is having a go at his defence already, but I mean, he's not the most reliable goalkeeper, it must be said. Half time already, and it's 2-1 to the Phoenix.
To be honest,
turning it around.
match,
and there we are. It's a battering, isn't it? But it's they win.
They did. They got a nice early goal, sucker punch, and then I mean, Andrew's saying all the guy can piss off in the chat. He hasn't touched the ball, has he, mate? I don't think he's touched the ball. So you're aiming your
shot at him and it's gone in.
You're aiming your anger at the wrong person there, I think, pal.
60-40.
Good. Not surprising. Phoenix got a class team, and their tactic is very, very solid. So Aaron Anderson, Ryan's fuming at Anderson. Me too, mate. He's done everybody look.
Anderton round Lizarazu, and then keeps going, and he's unchallenged for the rest of that time. But yeah, it's interesting for us. Obviously, we've got the bit of a delay, and we can we know what's happened, and then the commentary comes in for everyone else, and it's nice to see the reactions in that bit of a delay. Batistuta straight from the kickoff, pretty much. They've gone down and smashed it at the end.
And flicked it up in his half, volleyed it in from the kickoff.
Nonchalant. And then Zidane taking it around a couple of players, having a go at goal. Pellizzoli, I mean, he might be unhappy with defenders, but I think that
some beef in the chat there.
Have done it. These overpowered
Dimble's few minutes. So it's battling at the top, innit? Battling teams at the top. At least to Phoenix, to be fair, have got a theme. Phoenix have got a theme. They are relatively overpowered, but they're all really, really old. So by the nature of being old, your stats tend to improve, don't they? So
yeah, I think that we, there will be some more concept size next season as well. It will really change things up a bit. Wanderers, nothing's happening for them in terms of subs. Hierro at least trying a bit in defence, and then looking at this for Phoenix at the moment. I don't know if Ryan, you want to take Zidane off or leave him on for a bit, or I don't know. You say less is more. that's how I go by what you say there. Exactly. Yavin will score. No, he won't.
No, he won't. Fair enough, Steve. I don't think he will either, for the record. But then again, I said Anderson was dog shit, and he just got an absolute beating. So We shall see. I mean,
No.
I'll just roll that. Surely they're happy with that.
Yeah, well, we can take it to 60 anyway. 15 minutes till the
Just
sub
play
down.
that.
It's definitely going to be a substitute from the man who says kill the players. He will be making a sub at 60 minutes.
Will he now?
It's one planned in, and it's a nice slow start to the half. We might Duff hitting the crossbar. Yavin is the top scorer in the league, isn't it? If you have a look at the screen in your commentary, your screen, you can see he has got his goals. Kevin Hunt having a standout performance for all the wrong reasons, I imagine. There is a substitute at this point. We have got Williams for Collins at 60. That's what it says on my message there. Williams for Collins.
I have never, ever got success out of Ryan Williams in the middle. Ever. Ever. Especially over Collins. Who's on an 8.
Yeah, he was doing all right, wasn't he?
Good Lord.
But, I mean, for me, I'd be taking Zidane off now. That's what I would be doing, and it is I'm right clicking. Doesn't matter what happens. Well, we can see people's.
You've tampered that. You've changed that.
See things, yeah.
You've changed that, Swemp. This is favouritism.
No.
Mine doesn't say that.
Oh, does it not?
Got to be Rivaldo in it, I would imagine, and then
from that position,
for Shearer maybe.
And obviously, Ryan, if you want us to not do these subs, then go ahead and give us a shout. I can tell that. But you're a few seconds behind. Don't change. Don't change. Right? Okay. Let's cancel. There we go. That's fine by me.
Lovely. 2 words. Yeah. Sorted. Go.
Let's speed it back up. Don't change.
Talking about me and you.
Yes,
we won't.
Just stay as you are.
We won't.
Yeah.
We won't.
Pretend to make something, cancel them. Don't ever change.
No doubt Ryan Williams will have an absolute storm, and now that I've slagged him as well.
It's still 2-1. Yavin has come close. Oh, there's an injury. Batistuta is running off an injury at the moment, but they have won 2-1. They have survived.
Solid performance
at the top of the table, which is exactly what these teams need to be doing. And Wolves did come into it a little bit more in the second half. It's got to be said, but Phoenix.
Yeah, it was a bit more even second half, but they've still. Yeah, they've done better second half, but they've still.
Yeah, take some heart out of it. There were no
barely
goals
comfortable.
Hierro again doing very well. Simon Davies became more defensive in the second half, and I think that paid off for the team.
Definitely. A good header out the ball for such a short dude.
Yeah, Mike Duff didn't do the tackles, but maybe just slid along the ground with his head to put in some challenges.
Just heading, just crawling around, heading it.
Yeah, like Phil Jones and John Terry, like they would do. Diego Simeone dominant in there, but wasn't man of the match. I'd have given that to Simeone for his defensive work, I think.
Montero, Kamara didn't really need to do much because Javan didn't turn up today, did he?
Really didn't. And the Phoenix dominant as usual.
Nice.
Yeah.
Zidane's on 63, Batistuta to 62. Old kids, definitely a good sleep.
Is Yavin still top scorer? We shall have a look at the end of the show.
Didn't he score 5 in one game and then he's barely scored since? Isn't that how it works, Andrew?
It was all 11 in one game.
Yeah.
Ewan Rogers.
There we are. Ewan Rogers.
There we are, yeah. Ewan Rogers, who for today have gone back to a back 4. Yeah, I do as well. I think there's no hiding place for this team. Shellstrom has been dropped down to the subs bench as well.
He's crap good.
So it's interesting to see that he was one of those 5 fantasy signings into the squad, and he now can't get in because David Flitcroft has his place.
I mean, if you're going to do some fantasy signings, I don't know why Karlstrom's being chosen, Ewan, but each to their own, of course. I do love this team. Big fan of this team. I can see David Flitcroft, who was my predecessor at Liaramai. He's in there.
Of course,
obviously.
Yeah.
He was there before me. I took over his team. So, yeah, he's there. Hi, David. Nice to see you again, mate.
And you made them better?
I certainly did. Improved them. No end.
Last game out, we had Jed Kimmins come off and score as well, which is... and score a goal. Came off the bench. He's
the
very
ball
determined.
16.
Very determined, though, isn't
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I love that. Love that. Got a lot of time for that. Good tackler as well.
he? He came out and scored.
The standard formation, solid, good attack. Let's see if they can get the win.
Yes, and they're up against the Racers, who have had to make some changes for this game, but haven't been updating their team on a regular basis. We'll have a little look and see what they've done. Paul Jones is suspended for today, so Mark Crossley steps in and goal with Danny Coyne there on the bench. And the other change for the team today, I believe, is that Robbie Savage is either injured or suspended, and Lee Fowler has come into the
Yes, my boy
starting lineup.
Fowler.
It was a
Good
case of
choice. He's got him.
checking off Fowler versus Jones as two defensive mids, and Fowler's made more sub appearances, so he's coming to the side.
Oh, it's definitely better. Definitely better. Still using a good formation. That
Barnard's tired. Barnard is very tired at the moment, but he's played out on 9 last game, and I think he scored.
He's the set piece taker as well. So
Jones has a 1-match ban, and Savage has a 1-match ban as well. There we go.
Is this near the bottom of the league clash, isn't it? Is this
These are two teams. I mean, yeah, is it 11th versus 12th or 10th versus 12th or something like that? So we shall see. Danny Coyne, number 24.
Dimble is a non-special from the chairman. He's not wrong though, Dimble. He's not wrong, is he?
Oh, mate? David Flitcroft. He has done it. I mean, that's a Charleston job, isn't it? There, so he just comes on.
He's embarrassed because he didn't realise I was on comms. I can't play in front of him. Might critique me. Get out of here. His squad was terrible.
You had to do some jobs for that. So
certainly did.
It's still 0-0, but Ewan coming into this game a bit more as time goes by.
Yeah, you'd say Rodgers are definitely doing better here. Patrick Vieira, unsurprisingly, dominating the field. Barnard with a 5 because he's knackered.
Barnard is so he's gone from 9 to 5. He's a Dolly Parton player going on there.
Woo.
Dimble's been watching Brass Eye. I imagine there's a goal there for Patrick Vieira. You said he was dominating the midfield. He's just dominating the entire match.
That's a bad performance from the race, isn't it? They've got 3 5s knocking about. That's terrible.
Mr. Hopkins, Mr. Hopkins needs to get on and sort his team out, I think, over the next couple of games. I think it would be a huge benefit there. I mean, the first action of the game is that Flitcroft has gone off.
He wants to be relegated so he can play against Stay in the crap league.
There's nothing wrong with Division 2. Nothing wrong with Division 2 whatsoever. The quality is just on its way up all the time, especially the Danglies. So Yap Stam has played the cross in, and Vieira has done it. But it looked like there was some good work from Hill and Crouchley with the move there as well. Into all substitutes for Ewan. I am going to give it a few minutes, but I think Blinkhorn will probably come off at 60. And for Race as well, they haven't put anything in there, so there'll be no substitutes for them throughout the game. Throughout the game, just squeaking. It's 2-0. And Carl Laurie has scored. The man who's 2 types of transport. I'm going to try and stop this at 60 as close as possible to it. 3-0 up. Superb for them. And we're going to the subs now. 66, it skips right the way through. I do need to slow it down for subs at that time. So Blinkhorn is going to come off to preserve him for next game. And this is going to be Kimmins again.
Yes, get him on.
And whoever he is. More? We started at 94 and he's injured. But I think, Critchley's just a bit tired, but he's injured.
Wacky were true all knocked. Are you alright, Steve? What's going on? What's that? Speak English, mate. Yeah, what's that mean?
Let's have a little look at who's come on there. I think this is going to be is it a LaBelle job?
I don't know any of those players, and
I can't neither do you. I get stuck on things like this.
It doesn't matter, does it? The 3-0 up.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, let's bring on.
Spike Milligan.
Bring on Milligan. Yeah, Milligan's going to come on, and this is the way to do this because Carl Laurie can go and shove himself at right back. There we go.
Perfect.
All grand.
Racers have to sit through Jesus. Why can't the racers do this when I played them a couple of weeks ago?
They'll
Jesus.
be back with a 3-0 victory there. Sing a song.
All for the limelight. What are you saying, Steve? Sing a song. Get your sack out.
Crespo. That's what you need. We need a song about Crespo for tonight, don't we? Ewan Rovers, comfortable 3-0 victory over the Racers, and that
Well easy that.
is. I think we're going to start to see a very clear bottom three come in, and that Imaginary Madrid may well be a side looking to try and escape that bottom three rather than Racers. But great win for Ewan, they've beaten some big teams this season. Well, at least one big team in East Coast, haven't they, as well? I don't really want to remind Dimble of that, but it was a great result. So Foster lobs one out, and Laurie has put a fierce finish onto it. Superb. And then for the other goal, we've got another ball from Foster, plays in Blinkhorn, and Critchley with the finish. Brilliant. Lovely.
Steve, you on the Magnus, mate? You've got to be on the Magnus. Critchley, look at Critchley's performance compared to Vieira's.
Yeah,
he's managed to get the man in the
I'm
match.
not sure what's gone on there because Vieira is unless has he dribbled loads? 6 dribbles has won him that, and 4 interceptions. That's probably the only thing that's done it for him. But
what a player.
Superb. I mean, Flitcroft has gone off early on, and was that the benefit?
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, just quick continue. Ewan's really happy. Races if he's not going to change the team or subs or anything, then they're just going to become whipping boys, aren't
59. They? Bellamy's obviously injured, but Barnard 59
up,
may well be how he's supposed to be going forward as well. Into our next game, we've got the Iron Curtain. The Iron Curtain up against Fortuna Deflection, and Fortuna changing formation up a little bit more again today. They have gone with this formation.
Oh, cool.
And notice the Ibrahim Said big arrow being used.
Excellent. Very big fan of that. Interesting to see what Lunt is doing there, just jumping inside a little bit.
I assume this is a Said thing, making sure that it's not an off the ball without the ball thing. It's a with the ball slot in.
It still pains me to see Nicky Franco at centre mid and not a part of that 3, but for the purpose of the general shape and the aesthetics, it looks cool.
Well, we'll have a little look at what can happen. I am just just checking that the substitutes are lined up on there, and they are. That's good. David Day has been in there. I don't want to click on him to change anyone's. I will. I've been clicking on players all night. David Day, great season so far. Apart from that one game where he let in 4, I think it was, from 4 shots. Apart from that, superb season. Bonk to captain the side today. And for Iron Curtain, a change of system for today.
Interesting.
Some tired players in the squad at the moment. They are looking a bit...
Why have we dropped Maxim?
Well, Sigalko this season is on just 5 goals. It's not really a Sigalko-esque kind of season. Whereas Shevchenko has 1 more. And Nikiforenko is now... He's going to aim for his first goal of the season, I suppose, playing a bit further forward. We shall see. I mean, I like the formation.
It's a good formation, solid, yeah.
I think I'd love to see Volodenkov in that team. I think it would make a big difference if he was to be one of those wide players. I mean, maybe even with Krapkowski's fitness at the moment, Milevski back into the middle and Volodenkov out there. But, who are we to question Mr. Duggan, who, of course, has been extremely helpful in getting this stream
slagging
set
him
up
off
for today.
now. After he's sorted out your stream for you, slagging off his choices, let him be himself. You just do you, Duggan. Ignore this swampy wanker. You just saw it. I like it, mate. It's good. I like your diagonal arrow as well. It's cute. Well done.
A lovely arrow indeed. And I would never be a critic of this side because Iron Curtain. I mean, for me, Belarusians. That's where the game is. Belarusians and Egyptians. So, Frodo Fan referee, and I think it might be his second game of the day. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll get kicking off and speeding it back up again, of course. Early chance, Nikiforenko's had one, and Jurgen Kohler. Oh, chances for Fortuna
Saeed on a
all over
7
the
already.
place. It's his big arrows driving forward.
Kenny
Lund
Lund,
makes
he
the
stepped
first goal.
inside and they found the space.
Great work from Lenny. It's 1-0. Nikiforenko takes a yellow card for the Iron Curtain.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
He might end up with both. It's an equaliser from Shevchenko, justified
very
his
nice.
place in the starting lineup today over Sigalko, unless Sigalko will
I mean-
win 2 by now.
You should always be. Oh,
Bump with a free
what a
kick.
night he's having! What a night he is having!
He's going to be in team of the week at least 5 times, despite only
He
being
deserves it as well. Deserves it.
A yellow card for Krakowski.
A good game.
Half
This.
time, 2-1 to Fortuna, and the shot to me this is an even game, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a good game. This, yeah, very good. They're coming up against David Day. Don't forget Sunday, Monday, David Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, David Day. So.
And then Thursday, Friday, Habib Bey.
Thursday, David Day. Saturday, David Day. So, yeah, good
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Good first half all round. Let's have a look at the goals. So Kenny Lunt scores the opening one. Nikiforenko picks up a loose ball. Fortuna held onto the ball. I mean, that's the most boring comment that could have been used in that part of it. And then Kenny Lunt, Nikiforenko just stood on the ball and Lunt smashed it in from there. I can't really work out what's going on. Then into the other bits there. So Shevchenko with a header above David Day.
Parthenon, the one we were saying could come out. He's got himself an assist.
The Parthenon.
Oh,
yeah.
Free kick.
A free
Nicely
kick
done.
there. Milevsky trips over Bonk. And there we are. Just having a quick check on substitutions.
Bobsky's on a 6 there. He's struggling a bit with his booking, and that Nikiforenko isn't really working, is it? I've never ever seen Nikiforenko get no goals after 13 games and such a low average rating, but his bad run of form continues.
He is taking a bit of a...
and the one in centre mid's playing well.
I'm just going to have a quick look and see if there's anything that needs to be done on here. Subs to be my call on injuries or reds. I mean, if he is injured here and he's not playing very well and he's booked, would you take him off and bring on Sigalko?
Yeah, definitely. I'd probably bring off Krakowski as well, but because he looks injured to me as well.
Let's have
at the top.
Yeah. Krakowski, he started at 87.
Okay, so he's doing all right then.
Yeah, he's not so great, but not so bad either. And then for the other team here, I mean, it's going to be a 60-minute change. There's no point making anything now for Fortuna, who have had a good solid first half, and Saeed has been much more of an attacking threat than... Well, he's not an attacking threat or a defensive threat, but he can pass the ball.
Just running up and down, just doing doggies up and down the pitch.
He'll do it. He'll survive. He's a rugged player. I'm going to slow the commentary down at this point because the last game was a nightmare. We're still here at 2-1. Will there be anything before the 60-minute mark? No, not really. Oh, it's a penalty, I think. It's a penalty. And the subs made us a penalty. I mean, that's going to be interesting to see who it is that does it. Of course, the subs will be made. It's gone for 59.
Is Krakowski not injured still now? He's still surviving.
So he's only lost 6%. Yeah, he's only lost 6%.
Beast.
Subs wise, it does say calls on. Yeah, your call injuries and reds. Anyone under 80 at this point, so it'll be fine.
Be right.
And for Fortuna,
up to you, innit? Collins off probably.
Well, let's see what he said. We've got plenty of tactics here. Done well on for Yavin at 60 minutes, if no goal, and he's on the 7 or below.
So complicated.
That's perfect. Done well off.
Yep.
Done well on for Yavin at 60, if no goal, and 7 or below. And there was another bit here. If there's anyone not fit, just manage subs, bring Dunwell on first forward, and
you'll have to clarify that, Andrew. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure when when Wolves have played against Belarus in real life.
Oh yeah. That would be quite an
You said
interesting
in
one,
real
wouldn't
life. I don't when I remember you played against him in the Swemp FA, but I certainly don't remember
it? I don't think they're making
Cody
any
coming
other
up
subs, by the
against.
way. I'm going to leave the other subs as they are because
Yeah, that's
they're
fine.
doing fine.
Let's run it. Run
And
it.
speed it back up. Penalty to be taken, and Milevsky scores 2-2.
Excellent. Good end to the game now. 30 minutes. Let's go.
Kenny
Have
Lunt
it.
heavily involved again, but now Iron Curtain really coming into this game.
I think Maxim's going to score it.
Collins with a chance, I think it was for Fortuna. Lunt is bossing the match in midfield. David Day with another save.
Say doing well as well.
And we're in injury time. Will there be a chance? No, 2-2. I think it's a very, very fair result based on the first
very
half.
good.
Second half, well, Iron Curtain have done more, but they've been up against David Day.
That's the one. David Day, absolutely class.
The goal was a penalty. Just a quick check of who it was who killed the other player. It was Shevchenko pushed over by Nikiforenko. If only it was Nikiforenko pushed over by Nikiforenko, that would have been good, but he was off the pitch at the time, so not going to happen. Drozdov, very, very solid, and Milevsky.
That was an interesting performance. That was a good game, actually. That could have gone either way, to be fair. Very two even teams. Enjoyable, that. Good formations chosen. Interesting concepts. Well done, fellas. That was good, that.
CCCP used to be Russia. It's the other way around, I think. But and also, I don't think Wolves have played Russia. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they have. Maybe they have, and we've just not seen it. That would be huge.
One of those old games where they used to
pre-season
do them
friendly
before World Cups or
I
something.
think QPR have played like Q8 or something like that before, probably. Something bizarre. Iron Curtain slapping. Right, okay.
Yeah, I think Steve wants to know what score Wolves beat Iron Curtain earlier in the season.
Well, we shall have a little look at the end of the games. There must only be one game is left. I don't know. I don't even know if there are any games.
So let's have a look at this one. Amantinidis was good. A hell of a lot ahead as well. Well done to Georgios. David Day he's having an absolutely unreal season. Because I've had him and he's been terrible, but he's been absolutely class this year.
Yeah, just one bad game for them is all he's had this season.
That's very impressive from a goalkeeper. Kenny Lunt is good as well.
Yeah, dropped from a 9 to an 8 in the end, but Saeed does a job there with his run.
That was a good formation. I liked it. I hope we see that again. Any more games?
Here we go.
We're done.
And there we go. All the results there. East Coast proving that they are definitely a team in the running for the title this season. Great result for them. Ulunwell cannot be too disappointed though. They are still as we could say, best of the rest in the battle with
top
the Badgers
of the league.
at the moment. Top of Division 1B, as you might call them. CCCP and Fortuna now 10th and 11th in the table, as we can see that UN Rovers have leapfrogged both of them and moved ahead.
Big there. Get on the competition. So have a look at the league for us. I'm intrigued now.
Let's get in.
See what the gap is. Let's get it on.
But all the top four won.
Yeah, there's the gap. There's a predictable gap. At the top of the table, we thought that would be coming, so they'll be battling out for the top.
Hull's scoring great goals. Super to see that they're scoring plenty of goals this season, and the other three in the top four are not conceding goals at all, are they?
There is almost there now a gap, a little group in the middle. Alone, Badgers, and Faliraki. Almost. I think Wolves need a win soon to get back.
To keep up with these.
Keep up, yeah. Well, Faliraki are a very good team, so yeah. Badgers need to watch their ass. Cheers, Steve. Insightful as ever.
Is their necks long enough? I'm not sure. But
what's happening
looking
down
at this
there?
now, the gap between 11th and 12th is 5 points. I mean, considering they've only got 7 this season, it's going to be quite an uphill task already at this point. I mean,
Madrid have got to start winning, haven't they?
And they did get their first win. They did get their first win at last to move up onto to 12. But the bottom 3 combined have the points of the team directly above them. So it's going to be an interesting one going forward for them. Team of the week. Have we got a team of the week this week? We don't always have one. Yes, we have. and only one Arcadius Bonk has made it in, and Des Fioasso of Flamingos has made it into the team of the week with a 6.
After they lost 3-0 and didn't have a shot on goal.
I really cannot work that out.
What?
Why is he in team of the week? I don't really understand what's going on there. I mean he is in my team of the week every week, of course, but
Obscene, absolutely ridiculous. Go on stats.
that is literally for
Click on the stats of that game.
in that game and see what he's done to deserve being in
Yeah,
team
I'm
of the
sure
week.
people have turned off by now, but I'm intrigued.
He's had no tackles, lost his
He's done
header,
nothing.
and
He's not even doing anything.
he's team of the
What?
week.
This game, man.
This
Jesus.
is what we love, isn't it? This is what we love. I am just going to make sure that I do save it right now in case anything
Very
happens to it.
nice.
There we go.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
live
See who's
save.
top goal scorer and stuff. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's all going to
We
be
still
interesting.
Oh,
Average
man.
rating
Who's
pulls players
smashing
3
it.
of the top 4 with Shevchenko breaking into that one. Obviously, you can see on your screens, you can see what originally things were before the game as well. See what's changed. At the moment, I'm just watching one thing in here. Your voice is enough to make us stay. Oh, he's very kind.
He's turned it around and he's turned it around. He's been giving
without a shadow of a doubt.
all night. Not a shadow of a doubt.
Elbear just 1 goal behind Gavin now. These two are going to be in quite some battle. And
I'm sure that Javin at the top has not scored for a long time.
It's
now.
at least 2 games, I think. I'm going to inverted commas my drought on there. Junior and Milevsky and Sigalko all have 2 penalties. And the Badgers, of course, with the penalty this season for Stephen McVie. Bonk up there, level with Mostovoy at the top of the assists, but winning on account of him having 3rd place as well. Then into yellow cards, Davids and Petit, and Emerson and Roy Keane. Well, there are no surprises up there whatsoever in those bits there. John O'Kane doing his best to get into the
wrist before. Absolute embarrassment of a player.
And he's not been playing since, has he? Has he
No,
gone to reserves?
He's banished, yeah. Absolutely banished. I'll be interested to see the tackles per game.
Did we get? I don't think we got a red card today, did we? I'm not sure about that one. Man of the match is Raul now with 5 ahead of Bonk. I mean, Bonk is a real star at the moment. Pass completion. I mean, pass completion to me is kind of one of those non-stats.
Yeah,
really.
This one's interesting. I like this one.
But I love tackles. Love to see. Oh, so I skipped it. Non-dribbles, brilliant.
Oh, come on, man!
I did try and click on it. It's gone past Ryan Giggs 4.5 dribbles a game, and he hasn't.
3 Javins.
He's not been playing recently, Giggs. So I'll just stay at that. He did have 14 in one match, I think it was. Smertin has to go. Plenty of tackles.
Justin's up there for me. Nice.
And no Flamingos player in there at all.
Imagine that.
And Ekakanga.
There we go.
Shot on target. Next
Lovely
round of fixtures.
Yes,
and
please.
I think it's the Cup. It is the Cup. But the next league games, which will be played next weekend, will be these ones here. Massive games again all round. We have Fortuna versus Racers, which could put a huge gap between the bottom 4.
That is big. Madrid Ewan as well, because if Madrid get a result, drags Ewan just a bit further back down again, keeps him looking over the shoulders.
The win that you expected for Wolfie and his boys against Flamingos this time round. I mean, we could already see it's.
He's got the gimme,
it's going to be the halfway point in the season. It could already be curtains for Flamingos. It's not good for
Phoenix Fools as well. Phoenix Fools.
I mean, save the best for last at that rate. It's going to be a massive match.
I'm hoping Daggy's boys can beat Alum in that top game there, and then Badgers Falaraki's huge in it, absolutely huge.
20 points versus 19. Big game.
And if Alum lose, then I think we go back above them.
I would think so, yeah.
Whoever wins, I think, is that right?
Whoever wins that game. Wonderful stuff. Quick check into the Cup, because it is the next game, I'm pretty sure. The fixtures, yes, it is. So it will all be played on one night, and it'll be done to a lovely soundtrack of music, most likely, at this point, rather than playing 14 games with commentary at one time. We've got, not 14 games, because there are some games where teams are up against each other. It'll be an interesting one. Probably going to be Cup commentary. But yeah, this will be played on Tuesday night, definitely this week. Now I have a working laptop.
Get the resis in.
Well, Tato, fantastic having you on. And after the teething problems at
cheers.
the beginning, we have
Thanks for sticking
got
around,
somewhere with
everyone.
it. And yeah, thank you very much for everyone coming to join tonight. It is only, I suppose if you think about it being maybe in USA, it's sometime mid in the evening now, so you can go and enjoy your night.
You lot at home might be thinking this is really late, but I'm telling you now, this is an absolute delightfully early finishing time, because normally it's about 2 a.m. as Duggan will tell you. So I'm absolutely ecstatic with this.
And my
finishing
recording
time.
is done, which is perfect.
Cheers for being here, everyone.
Thank you very
Was
much to everybody.
excellent.
And we will see you on, tomorrow night, of course, for Division 2. Anyone who can make it there. I mean, Steve, you'll be there.
Co-coms is me again. Oh, no.
No, Co-coms, actually, I can't remember if I've booked one in at the moment, but there will be someone on. There is. No, you just don't worry. It doesn't have to be you. I'm pretty sure I've got someone booked in, actually. Enjoy. Anyway, thank you very much, and good night.
Cheers, fellas. Night.